100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring the dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat your pocket like plastic. They're gonna blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You draw quarters. Hey, Delta.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on 1st down. McElroy. And some room to work. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, orbit. Wide, get wide.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The connection made. It's Graham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, McElroy. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
50 seconds to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On third down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Extra point attempt here still to come. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 33. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Get up, get up, get up.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and 11 now. Jackson going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second and 12. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
50 plays.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now back to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
You ain't going nowhere. Smooth. He's coming. Check in.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Check three. Mike's 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
56 to Mike. 56 is on front.
I smell fear in that offense.
On second down, it's Jackson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. This will be taken at the 10. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Let's go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chop it.
Mike 13. Okay, double up. Mike 13, Mike.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, try to keep him in the rhythm.
Here we go.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
61, match box to go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Pilot, 64,
On 2nd down now. Swift. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Look at me. Go. Deep dribble.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to find Graham, complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Roll out.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Too little, Captain. Come on, 56. Mike's 56. Rip left. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I got you. Shut up.
Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man. Complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Jackson. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Back. Switch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
To throw is Jackson. And this one's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Throwing again. Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
as the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns' drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now. And
it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They run again with Jackson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Kill, kill, kill.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Come on, baby.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Oh, yeah.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He's going to rifle one deep left left side. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Down. 18, Gator.
Shit.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, zoom.
13, Mike, 13. He's coming. Check in.
You better be afraid of me. Get it.
2nd and 11. And he'll find Hall. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Going top shot for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Hot three. Go. Alert 3.
Jackson from the shotgun. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
56. Come on. 56.
Jackson down. Throwing again. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, O'Neal. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's go. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
On second down, it's Jackson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jackson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. one score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, Charlie, on the ball. Yeah. Mike 13. He's coming. Check in. Yeah.
Back to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Hey, back up.
He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 29-yard line.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Steelers, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give.